Well, here I am, Eula Mae. Things is getting pretty heated right now, and it looks like that I'm going to be having to work even harder than I have been working. Looks like that Mittens is going to be getting a lot more of the liar and bully vote than I had counted on, and even though I'm trying my best, I don't think I can ever be as big a bully and a liar. Well, I'm not that big a bully and a liar. And besides, I never put my cat on top of my car, because I didn't have a car. Be that as it may, I have decided that it's going to be a good thing for me to tell you more about myself so you will think I am more human. So here is a little visit I paid back to my hometown so you can see who me, Eula Mae, is. I was born right there. Right in there. It was not an easy birth, but you'd be surprised how much money you can save when you don't go to the hospital. Now there's the First Baptist Church, and it is a big one. Yeah, I was baptized in there. I about drowned. This is where Bobby's music shop used to be. I bought my first record in there. Yeah. It was a 78 RPM of Elvis Presley singing Hound Dog, and somebody sat on it and got broke. This here's the Rogers Theater. I don't think I show movies in it anymore. But this is the only place I ever won anything in my whole life. It was a matinee for children, and I won a 6-pack of the RC Coca-Colas, and I took them home and put them down in the creek to get cold where nobody'd get them. And my sister Hannah, she found them, and she drunk every damn one of them. But then, of course, later she got the diabetes and she died, so good enough for her. That place there with the awning, that used to be a shoe store. You'd go in there and get your Buster Browns for Easter, and they'd give you a chicken. Well, a little bit of a chicken, and they'd have it colored pink or orange or anything else you wanted. And you'd get it home, and it'd die on you. Now look down yonder, that's where the Sears Roebuck was. They still got the sign down there, but it's a thrift store now. Now down there, that's the old railroad depot when people used to go places on the train. They don't do nothing with it no more because everybody's got all these cars, and that's why they need things like roads and bridges. Now that there's the courthouse, is the old courthouse. They don't use it no more. They cleaned it up and made it into kind of some historic society. Well, now look here, if that's not the silliest thing I ever seen. I'm telling you, you would think this place is Disneyland. Boy, there's one thing I have learned, it's like the poet says, you can't go home again. Things are not like they were down there. People are much nicer than they used to be. And that was a big surprise. See, now they got wineries all over here. Now, when I was growing up, they didn't have a thing. You couldn't even have liquor. You couldn't even buy any in a store. Boy, this kind of thing would sure cut into my daddy's business. Now, over there is the police station, and the less said about that, the better, as far as I'm concerned. And then there's all down in the town. They are buildings that are 4 stories high now. Now look here, that's that building I was telling you about. It's the highest one there is here. It's 4 stories high. It used to be the Masonic Temple. Now I believe people live in it. You know, it's a high-rise. Over yonder, now this used to be where you'd go to get your clothes if you was a man. Well, if you was a man and you didn't wear overalls. It's a men's store, it was. All for men. I was this very nice fella. He knew a lot about clothes, and he thought he could dress up men real nice, and he could. But he ended up moving out of town because there wasn't much to do here. Now it's Newt's Burger Joint. I knew Newt was going to have to get something to do since his campaign went so bad. I guess if mine goes south, I'm going to have to get me something too, like a Frisky's joint. Yeah, I guess it does help to have a plan B. But I have not got one. This is it. Now this here was the J.C. Penney's. Every year we'd get down here and Mama would buy us a dress that we didn't like. And we'd wear it all year long. All year long. Now that used to be a bank a long time ago. And in 1911, it fell down. It just completely collapsed, killed everybody in it, including my Uncle Clem. It was hard, you see. I come from a real family that's had a lot of hardship and tragedy in their lives. That used to be a store where they had lots of snakes and things. So what a long, strange trip it has been. Now you can see what a terrible life I have had. And that ought to make you think that I am just as miserable as you are, and that's why you can vote for me. I'm just the kind of candidate that you would like to sit down and have a glass of strychnine with. So keep me in mind when you go to the polls. I'm getting tired of all this, you know. And I won't be quite as, well, hello. What's everybody doing here? They all had to come up.